When it comes to God, many of us look at him as a vending machine where we walk up to, say a little prayer, and he delivers what our heart desires. We look at him as a genie in a box where we can just sit on the couch, demand for what we want, and he delivers. But that's not how faith works. You see, in Psalms 23 verse 4, David gives us a different picture. He describes a beautiful synergy between his active walk and God's management. He paints a beautiful picture about cooperating with God. He walks actively with him through the darkest valley. He doesn't wait for himself to be transported to the other side of the valley. Neither does he say, as you carry me along in the darkest valley. No, David says, as I walk through the darkest valley, meaning he's actively moving within the path that God has shaped in front of him. In other words, he's not looking at God as a genie who just grants him wish, but he's looking at God as a partner, one who walks alongside with him through this journey in this life. He looks at God as a good shepherd that uses his situation, the journey that he's along, the darkest valley, to shape him, to build him, and to lead him forward in strength and in grace. In other words, God provides him with the strength and the path, and him, David, comes along providing the vessel and the legs used to walk down in the darkest valley. See, David's comfort comes from him actively following the shepherd on this journey of life, and not from him sitting around and waiting to be teleported to that table of comfort. Such is the journey of faith. Cooperating with God. It's not that you are helping God because he's weak, but it's actually you opening the door for him to empower you as you journey along the path that he has placed in front of you. Imagine climbing up a hill while on a bicycle. It makes a difference if it's a normal bicycle or it's an electric bicycle. Even with an electric bicycle, you need to have power in the battery. Otherwise, you will not be able to climb up with ease. It is the power that comes from the battery that helps you. Even though you are the one pedaling, it is this battery power that engages and helps you to climb the hill with ease. I pray that as you journey along through this life, that God himself opened the door for you to see his grace every morning, that he empowers you to embrace him, and most of all, for him to show you his face in your darkest day. A happy Sabbath to you, and God bless.